Hello all, this is Anupama Zawargi here and welcome to my YouTube channel. We are on a journey together to go from where we are to where we want to be. But this week, I think it is really difficult to focus on where we want to be. With everything about the pandemic going around us, it's not just the virus that is circulating, but a lot of fear, anxiety, sadness is circulating. And we all have been either directly or indirectly affected by this pandemic, especially in this second wave that we are witnessing right now. So we all know someone who is either quarantined or in a hospital, on ventilator, on oxygen, has tested positive and is home quarantining, and we are all taking care of somebody who is in isolation. So it's like everybody is nobody is untouched, we can say. Everybody is going through this. So I know how hard it is to focus on future and things like that right now. So I hear you. I'm also feeling the same. So I just thought let's have a heart to heart talk today. So I'm just going to share a few things that I'm trying to do, which are helping me navigate these difficult times. So the first thing I would like to say is, don't fight reality, because when something like this happens, we tend to start getting angry, and we want somebody to blame all this on. We start arguing that this shouldn't have happened in the first place. Who's responsible for this, and how come suddenly things went so bad? But the thing is, it's reality now, and we just have to accept it. Because anger may be a little higher up on the emotional scale, as compared to helplessness. Anger is a little higher up, but still doesn't serve us. It doesn't help us in any way. And being angry day in, day out is definitely going to be detrimental to our mental and physical health. So just let's accept it that we are where we are, and now figure out what we can do, to improve the situation for us and for everybody around us. So here I would like to share a quote that always inspires me. The quote is by Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who spent 4 years in concentration camp and wrote an amazing book, A Man's Search for Meaning, after coming out of the concentration camp. And this is one quote I always go back to, when I am feeling down. So I'll share that with you. What he says is, everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. So what he's trying to say is that we always, if everything is working against us, but there's just still one thing that we have control over, and that is our attitude. So I think this quote has always inspired me, and I think it will help you also in these troubling times. So what we can do about it is, it just reminds me that we need to keep our focus on the things that we can control. Because we start feeling so helpless, and but the truth is that we really don't have control over a lot of external things. But the thing is, in these times, it makes us more aware of the fact. I think I've mentioned in the first video that I did on Unmask Your Potential, that there are only 3 things that we can control. The first is your thoughts, your actions, the behavior you take, and the third is the vision that you have in your mind for the future. So only 3 things. That has been the truth. That is still true even today. So we really don't have control of how things are going around us. So let's start focusing on the things that we can control. So let's become more aware of the thoughts that we have in our minds. Let's at least become mindful. If sometimes we go into our mind goes into worst case scenarios, so which makes the situation even worse. We are in fear all the time. So let's bring our attention back to reality, back to the positive things that are going on, which are actually working in our lives. Let us try to focus on things we can actually do, the things that what behavior changes we can make, or how we can reach out and help others who need us right now. So let's focus on those small things, maybe getting groceries for somebody, maybe checking in on someone who's suffering, maybe, using our contacts to help people get the oxygen or the beds or the medicines that are in so much, that people need so much right now. So, focus on the positives, even the small things that we can do in our daily lives. So that is one thing, just let's not start fighting with reality. That's what I've been trying to do. So that is the first thing I wanted to share with you all. The second thing is, let's consume less media. So I have a confession. I am a total information junkie. I love watching all the news channels. But in these kind of circumstances, if you watch it every day, day in, day out, it just brings so much fear in you, because all the channels are, fighting with each other to make it as loud and as in your face as possible. The news, and all the news is negative. You see people dying because of lack of oxygen, beds, and the way the graphics are, the way the screen, the colors that they are using, it's just like a red alert in your face all the time. So what I have been also doing is, limit the media that I consume. Maybe it's even in social media. You need to be aware, that is for sure. We all need to be aware of what is going on around us. We need to know what restrictions are there in the locality that we live in, the city or the town that we are in. But beyond that, it really doesn't help to look at it day in, day out. So you can maybe do it in the morning and let it go through the rest of the day. You don't need to keep watching the same thing, same news again and again, because they literally play the same clip, and just that anxiety and the fear keeps arising in you. And however much you are afraid, fear is not going to keep the virus away. And actually it works the reverse way. Fear actually suppresses your immune system, and we need that to be really high right now. We need to have our immune system really working well for us. So that is one thing I have been doing, and I would recommend that to you all also. The third thing I would like to say is, create and stick to some kind of a routine. All our routines have gone haywire. We have kids, like whole year the kids have been home, and now this is the second summer vacation that they're having to spend at home. People are not going to offices right now. Most of the offices, people who are going are also back home now, because the number of people that can attend has reduced. There's just 15% attendance is allowed in most places. So we need to have some kind of normalcy to our lives, because what happens is, if we don't, there's no routine, we don't have to go anywhere, we tend to eat at odd hours, sleep at odd hours, but that is really not good for both our mental and physical health. So have some kind of routine, add some things in your daily routine, like time for exercise, time to actually have some kind of movement. Even if you don't have 20 minutes or 30 minutes, do some kind of exercises. Have some mindful exercises that you need to focus on. Maybe some yoga. You can do yoga at your chair also, when you're sitting in front of your computer whole day. Because I know people who are like literally whole day in, day out, right from the morning to night, they are just sitting in front of the computer because they are working from home. So these things we need to be really careful about. Set an alarm for every hour. You need to take your attention away from your computer, look outside. There's just one simple exercise that I learned from my mentor, Jack Canfield, which is a Qigong exercise. Very fun exercise. What you're going to do is just stand up at wherever you are, or just take your hands in front of your chest like this, and just shake and flex your knees and just bounce up and down, just for a couple of minutes. Fun exercise to share with kids also. Just you see how it will change your energy. You'll be energized the whole day if you keep doing this exercise in the middle. Another thing is, during these times, we feel that if we have some relaxation plan, we feel selfish that everybody's suffering so much, and here I am, watching a movie or listening to music. But we need to, keep ourselves fit, and these things are very important. You cannot be under so much stress all the time. So please do include some kind of relaxation in your routines. especially over the weekends, include the kids in there, have everybody in the family can play some board games, so we don't need so much social distance at home, right? We don't I know families where everybody is in their own rooms and watching something on their phones, so at least spend some time together over dinner or lunch, and then play some board games, or listen to some music. You can do exercise also at home together, do some zumba, take some zumba class together, stuff like that, so you feel connected with other people, and also helps you keep fit. So another thing, have a routine. That is one thing. Then another thing is ask or reach out to other people if you're feeling very anxious. This is especially, I would like to say this for the all the corona warriors. And in my the way I look at it is, if you are leaving the house to go and work somewhere, you are a corona warrior for me. So it's people working in the bank, journalists, whoever leaves their house and is working in these circumstances needs our respect and needs our appreciation. So a big salute to everybody who's taking care of all the people right now. But once are in a service mode, you tend to forget that you also need care. It's also a basic human need. We all need to be taken care of. We all need to express our feelings. We all can feel depressed or anxious at these times. So even if you're a doctor, nurse, anybody working in the medical system, or working for the corporations, government employees, everybody is on their toes right now all the time. So everybody needs to relax, and please, you also need to ask for help, or express your feelings. Don't bottle everything up all the time, and don't think that it is you're not supposed to feel. We all are feeling this. So that is one thing, ask for help, get help. Another thing is, what we can do is, either you can meditate, or you can journal, or you can have some kind of a prayer ritual that you can do. So it's like you're connected to something higher up, or you're connected to something deep down. So we have already covered, I have covered in the attitude of gratitude video. You can do a gratitude practice. You can start, if you haven't already started, this is a good time to start. You can do some basic meditation. There are so many meditation apps. So start with some kind of a basic meditation, or just becoming aware of your breath also helps. I also always try to focus on my breath, so it brings my wandering mind back to where I am in the present moment. So it takes just some simple meditation will also help, or having some kind of a prayer ritual, if you believe in it. Or you can even, the other day, my school friends, we had a prayer circle kind of thing going on, just saying some prayer at a particular time, so we all feel connected to each other, to something higher up. So you can do that, just pray or send energy. I do some healing, so I send energy to the earth, or whoever needs energy right now. So that is my practice that I do. So I just feel that I'm also contributing in my small way. So we do that. Even your journaling, you can actually put your thoughts, focus on things like has this situation changed you, or how have you grown in this period. So those are two nice prompts that you can journal on. What are your learnings from this? Another thing, another point, the next point would be, take care of, reorganize something, take care of clutter. I've already made a video on this, how to having a clean slate is important. But this is really the time to take care of unfinished business. If you've always been saying that some other time, when I have time, I'm going to organize the drawers, or whatever it is that needs your attention, this is a good time. And even doing some simple taking care of some simple clutter will actually get you'll feel that you are back in control. So very important to overcome the feeling of helplessness that we have all been having. These small acts will actually make you a lot in control. Okay, so that is another thing that I have also been doing. And then the last thing would be, think of something that actually you want to do. Make some list, like what kind of things you want to do, be, or have. It is a good time to have a vision board. You can do it as a family vision board. What are things you are looking forward to that you want to do after this pandemic gets over? Because trust me, it's going to get over. Not soon, sooner or later, you can say. But what happens is when you focus on now, you feel very frustrated, you feel very sad, anxious. But when you focus on something that is in future, you get excited, right? We've all heard Martin Luther King's Jr. speech, that I have a dream. He didn't say that I have a complaint how bad things were. He always used to focus on the dream. That's what all visionaries do. They always focus on the dream. So in these times, we need to also focus on our dreams in whatever way possible. So vision board is a great exercise. If you have kids, they are at home, they don't know what to do, include them also. So have a family vision board, the places you want to visit, things you want to do together, stuff like that. So that's a great way of looking to the future. So these are things that I have trying to implement in my life, and I hope they help you navigate through these difficult times. If you have anything that you have been doing and would like to share, I would really love to hear that. So please put it in the comments so others can also read it. So whatever, if you like these tips, please press the like button, share it with somebody who could benefit, who is going through a really tough time right now. So please share it with them, and subscribe to my channel, and we'll continue this journey later on through the next video. So just at the end, I would really like to say this too shall pass. We've overcome a lot of struggles as humanity, and we are going to do this again together. So we are all, even though we are separated right now by distance because of social distances, we still are all in this together. So a big salute to all the COVID warriors, and let's keep our spirits up so we help them also keep their spirits up. Thank you.